Alright guys, welcome along then to Suzuka here for the Japanese Grand Prix today with PGL for the Sunday race. It's round 11 for the championship here, so I think we're going to have an excellent race. We got 16 drivers. We're beginning qualifying 1 now, 18 minutes in the session, and let's see who's going to be first to get out on track and make some lap times. I'm also interested to see what sort of lap times we're going to be seeing here. I think this is the first Japanese GP we're having on F1 2020 since we're doing the league racing here for this series. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of times we're going to be seeing here in Japan. Let's get everything set up on screen and we'll have a look at what the guys are about to do. If I do sound a bit strange, guys, please do forgive me. I'm a little bit under the weather today, but didn't want to miss the race, so still going to be doing this. Alright, so I got a few guys heading out on track. I think we got a few new drivers on the grid as well. So let's see, we got Scotty there, Johnny, Ice Tree, Maddie, we got Chichi, we got Beefy, Mikey, Ace, Rage, Tang, Wooly, Ghost Rider, Liam. I'm barely seeing what that name is. But let's go with Lepta for now. Oh, I got Harj and Combi there. I'm not sure if we're missing anyone, but I know Irish is not racing today. Alright, so let's get on board with someone. We're gonna follow Ace around. And why is this controller giving issues again? There we go, it's working now. Wonder what was happening for a second. Oh, it's good, it's good. So everyone's gonna currently be on their outlap and go around the track, warm up the tires a little bit. So, you know, Japan is always an interesting circuit when you get to it, because it is the only track actually shaped like the figure 8, if you actually notice the map on the side, on the right hand side of the screen there. Sorry, I have to stop talking. I've just felt myself getting a bit stuffy, but yeah, so it's on track shaped like the figure 8. It has a very long straight getting into the final, well, second to last chicane, I think it is. It produces you know, some good overtaking opportunities through that section. Turn 1 as well is also a good overtaking portion of the track, but you also have to just be so careful going around that corner in case whether you're on the outside or the inside. You're going to have to be careful about cars behind you and cars in front of you to just avoid contact at all and, you know, avoid the damage. So it's going to be interesting to see how well the guys drive here, as that is the very long straight. I think Ace is about to go. Yeah, he just finished that section. Alright, let's see. We're probably going to go through the standings as they are, but I think they should be updated on the Discord there. So I'm just going to have a look at that if I can. Oh, there it is. Just making sure that they get a red one. So let's see what it's like right now. Oh, so we got the oh, we got on board. Let's just probably switch that if we need to. Oh, that's someone in. Oh, Mr. Rage hasn't started his lap yet. Sorry about that. We're gonna leave it on Ace as he goes around, and let's see what kind of time he's about to get. In the meanwhile, having a look at the constructors standings, we have AlphaTauri with 243 points, if I have this correct. Hopefully I do. Red Bull with 176, so AlphaTauri with quite a lead there off of Red Bull, and then Renault in third with 87 points. Then I got Ferrari in fourth with 73, Haas is in fifth with 69 points, Mercedes down in sixth with 53, then Williams, I would say, up into 7th with 44 points, Racing Point behind them in 8th with 37 points, Alfa Romeo team is 9th with 34, and McLaren all the way down at the bottom of the field in 10th place with 32 points. So that's constructors as it does stand. And let's see, Woody just made a 128.8 here at Suzuka. That's an interesting time. Let's see where Ace comes across the line. And then we're probably going to head on through to the driver standings. Oh, he goes 130. Now that's not going to be good enough to get him through. He's going to probably have to do a little bit of maybe a 129 or so. Liam with a 127.5. Now that's a pretty interesting thing. Mikey goes 128.9. 110 off of Wooly there. Tang goes 128.1 into P2. Now excellent spot for that Red Bull, but he might be getting pushed down. Oh, that's a pretty good 128 though. Oh, we got Johnny with a 128.2. Let's see who else is currently on a lap. I think Mr. Rage is on his lap coming around in that Alfa Romeo. Let's see what kind of time he's about to get. Goes across the line for P1, 127.2 for this qualifying one session here. That's a pretty fantastic time, actually. I got Hodge coming in the other Alfa Romeo. He's coming around the back straight right now. Let's see what kind of time he's going to be putting in when he goes across that line as Lepta begins his time there, his hot lap there right now in the Racing Point. We're going to have a look at him as he's a new driver in the league. As far as I know, I've never dealt with him driving before in any other leagues. I'm not sure if he does, but we'll have a look at his debut for this league in just a second. Oh, that's Hodge in 8th with a 131.4. Not bad. Scotty is still in the pits. We're gonna have a look at him in a bit as well. Oh, we got Lepta coming around in his Racing Point. Let's follow him a little bit and let's see. I got Maddie on an outlap there as well. Alright, so let's see where we at. We're gonna look at the driver standings here now. So driver standings has Red Bull on top with 144 points. That's KV there. He's not racing today. I hope I have the correct sheet I'm looking at here. I have no idea. If I do, Beefy or someone just tell me. Okay, so Maddie has 143 points behind KV with he's an AlphaTauri, and then Tichy the next AlphaTauri with 68 points in third, and AlphaTauri leads the constructors right now. I'm just trying to have a look if this was supposed to September the 13th is the 20th. When was the 13th? Was that before the last race? I'm just gonna check the date now. Oh, this was posted last Sunday, so hopefully this is right. I don't know if we're missing an update on this, but we're gonna post it anyway. We're gonna just call it out anyway. Where was we? Okay, where did he? Oh, left did a 127.254, just about a few hundreds off of Mr. Ray. Not a bad time for the Racing Point new driver there. Let's see who else is running. Scotty's in the pits. I got Maddie on an outlap right now. Let's follow him as he goes. I got Combi coming out there as well. Going back to the standings. So KV and P1 will on 144 points. Maddie second, 143. Tichy third, 68. Beefy fourth, 56. Scotty in fifth with 46 points. 10 behind Beefy. James in sixth with 28 points. Deckerman in seventh. Haven't seen Deckerman driven for a while. 25 points. He's going to need to get back to this. Johnny in eighth with 21 points. MX in ninth with 19 points. And where is MX this evening? No, he didn't have too good of a race yesterday. He might be just taking a day off from racing for now. I'm not sure. Flea in 10 with 18 points. Walker in 11 to 16. Jay in 12 with 16. Jay is not reaching here today as well. Irish not racing today. 13th with 12 points. Sanat in 14th with 8. Bowser in 15th with 8. No one in 16, 1, 17 and 18, and Liam no points. Ghost Rider 1 point. Alright, so hopefully that was correct what we just went through there. But either way, let's get back to what's happening on track. That was a proper sector off of Maddie for sector 2 there. Let's see where he comes across the line. He is driving the AlphaTauri, which is a pretty good car for this season here. Oh, goes P4, 127.8. Oh, Liam goes P4 now, 127.5. So a lot of 127s. Only 126 Combi takes P1 with 126.6. Not a bad time for him. Let's see. Scotty's currently on an out lap. I got Beefy running a lap right now. Let's see where he goes on the field. I think he's still in sector 1 going. Oh, invalidates that lap. That's going to be a reset and go again for him. Getting on board with Scotty here. He should be coming around. He's in sector 2 right now. He's gonna have to try and give himself some room before he gets started on this hot lap. We're gonna follow him around. This back section of the track is actually pretty interesting to drive. Driving a Ferrari here, so let's see what actually he's gonna be able to do. as he should be coming to the end of sector 3 here pretty shortly after this very long straight. This is a very good overtaking opportunity here, and it is flat out through that turn. I know some guys tend to slow down there, but it's quite easy to go flat out through it. He does have a car in front of him. Hopefully that car is going into pits. Not alright, so hopefully he gets a pretty good start and that car doesn't hold him up. I'm gonna follow his Ferrari as he goes across the line, as begins his lap now. Let's see where he goes. Tichy's still in the pits to make a time. Beefy's probably gonna do another lap. Ghost Rider on an out lap. Combi still holds P1 with his 126.6. Let's see if Scotty can get up there in the top 5 at least with a really good lap. Hodge in front of Scotty right now. Hodge is probably gonna have to get out of the way. I don't know if he's on a hot lap as well. He might be, but if Scotty's faster, he's gonna get held up here. Oh, and Scotty does a purple sector 1. He's getting held up by Hodge a little bit here. I'm not sure, but I think Hodge is on a lap as well. Oh, that's not gonna go too well. Don't want to get a 5-place grid penalty for causing a collision during qualifying now there, Scotty. You're gonna want to be careful about that. But I think that was his lap messed up just a little bit there. He did lose a lot of time behind Hodge there. But I think Hodge is running his own lap there right now too, so we can't expect him to slow down. But and Scotty invalidates. He's gonna have to go again. Following with Hodge now, he is running a fast lap here, so let's see where he goes. Hopefully his lap wasn't messed up. Ghost Rider retired from the session. Ice Stream is out of the session. Not sure what happened with Ice Stream and Ghost Rider out of the session there. So Hodge is in 10th with a 129, getting pushed down to 11 now. So times are getting a bit better on track. Beefy goes 120.012. Got Ace on another outlap right now. Let's see who else up here is running though. Not sure if Wooly's running a hot lap here or not. He might be. So we're just gonna keep on board with Wooly a bit. Also guys, to everyone, getting on the grass a little bit. Purple sector 1, by the way, that's excellent so far for Wooly. By the way, for everyone joining onto the stream, welcome on. We're looking at PGL guys racing here for the Japanese Grand Prix at Suzuka. Should be an interesting 50% race when we get through all the qualifying sessions. We're still in Q1, 5 minutes remaining. Please remember to leave the video a like, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And also please guys, do share the link out as much as you can. Helps us get as much viewers as we can in here. Let's see where Wooly is gonna go. He's coming down into sector 3 now. Gonna start to run a bit low on fuel. Keeping it steady so far. This section is a little bit tricky. If you don't get it right, you might actually cut the corner, losing that lap. Oh, he goes into the pits, not making a better time yet. Let's see, Beefy is probably going to the pits there as well. I think I got Ace on a hot lap, probably. Yeah, he seems to be. Let's follow him just a little bit. Oh, let's see where Tang is. He's invalidated his lap. He's gonna have to try and get better than what he has right now. Going back to Ace now. Let's see, 130.096. That's not gonna be good enough to keep him to go into Q2. He's gonna want to really push it here. I think Tang is gonna have to come back for another lap as well. That's not a safe spot, being in 9th. You do want to try to get better up there, because you don't know who's going to try and get a better lap than you. But of course, you already have 2 guys out of the session. So going over to Q2, I think Tang should be able to make it. Ace, on the other hand, is not going to be able to if he doesn't really push it here. He's going to have to try and be as careful as he can. Make a better time if possible. We have Scotty and Tichy, 2 very fast guys behind him. Haven't made the time as yet. Quite sure they will be making a time here pretty soon. Alright, so we got Tichy is going to be starting his... Oh. He might have just lost it there. Not sure what happened. That was Scotty going past there. going to follow Scotty around as he finishes his hot lap here. Just under 3 minutes now remaining in qualifying 1. Not a bad start to the session though. We have some pretty interesting lap times, pretty close together for the top half of the field there. So going to be interesting to see how Q2 goes. So that's a purple sector 1 from Scotty. Hopefully he can keep this momentum going all the way through and put in a pretty good lap, which I think he has the capability of actually doing. So hopefully he gets through well and puts that car at least in the top 5, I'll say, or top 8 to get it into Q2. As we are going to follow Scotty until he finishes this lap. I don't think anyone else is. I think Liam is probably running. I'm going to switch to him in a second. Actually, let's see what he's up to. Not sure if he's running a lap or not. Let's go back to Scotty here. Oh, Scotty is flying right now, if you can see on board. Purple sector 2. Oh, gets that corner so well. Not even going wide. Let's stay on board with Scotty here as he takes that final chicane, goes around the final turn onto the pit straight now, and let's see where he goes. Should they have an excellent time here? Oh, goes P5. That was pretty impressive. 127.7 from him. So that's going to be pretty good for him. We're going to get him through into Q2. I got Tichy in the pit still, not making a time as yet. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to get out now and do it. He might not. Time is running out there now. So he was not able to make a time. What an interesting camera angle. We've had some quite interesting camera angles added, I think, to this game. You can actually see how that brake duck is. So I think we're coming right down to the end of qualifying 1 here now, and then we'll be heading over to qualifying 2, which should be interesting as, you know, guys do try to minimize the amount of laps they actually do on the tires, just to be careful, because if they do make it to the top 10 to go into Q3, they're going to have to start on the tires that they did their fastest lap on, sorry, that is. And you know, if you did 3 or 4 laps on the tires and you just worn it down, and you're gonna have less laps to drive with it in the start of this race, you're gonna have to pit a little bit earlier than expected, or than you would have liked. So you gotta really think about strategy, especially here at Japan. It's not an easy track to drive. Some really winding corners and pretty interesting straight. So it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of strategies the guys are gonna be using in terms of pit stop strategy. If they're going to be doing a 1-stop or a 2-stop, or we might be even see some 3 stops. And you know, it is Suzuka, so you can expect to have a safety car or maybe a VSC or 2. It might actually happen. We'll have to wait and see. I'm not sure if we're having a wet race or dry race as yet. It does seem like we might just be having a dry race. I think that's the end of our qualifying 1 there now. We just have to wait for the timer to count down, or everyone to just retire from the session so we can just move on. I don't have to wait an additional 2.5 minutes. Got Mikey, Hodge, Johnny, Beefy, a few more guys to retire. Raining in the last third. Wet at the end of the race. Okay, you know what? So I'm going to be switching something around. I made 2 thumbnails for this video. I made one for a wet race and one for a dry race. We're switching the thumbnail over to the wet race one now. So for everyone watching, if you did see the dry race thumbnail on the video, I'm about to change it to a wet one. I did take a snapshot for it. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and it involves a Red Bull and an AlphaTauri. 2 of them, of course, fighting for the championship. So save, and that should be it. You should be able to see a new thumbnail on the video now if you have a look. I guess you might have to just come off the video and just go on back again to see it if needed. Oh, it's not finished saving as yet. Takes such a long time sometimes. So not bad times from the guys right now. What on earth are they seeing in the garage? I just heard. I have no idea what that was. Yeah, anyway guys, so I just changed it. Thanks to Matt and Tang for letting me know it's going to be wet down to the end of the race. And it's always fun to see some rain here at Suzuka. So that's going to be a lot of fun for us. Yeah guys, so you can have a look at the new thumbnail now on the video if you would like to have a look at it. It has changed to 2 cars driving on Inters, so that should be fun. I had a feeling we might actually have some rain here at Japan, so I just made it just in case. I actually made it since yesterday, so had some time to do it. I was like, why not? Maybe it'll actually be wet at some point in the race. And guess what it is? Anyway, guys, get the raincoats out. Alright, so we got about 30 seconds. There's under 30 seconds left, and then it's completely the end of the session. And we move on to qualifying 2. That took a long time to actually calm down. So there we go. Combi takes first place on this one. Mr. Rage in second with a 127.2. Only 126 is Combi. And left goes P3. If you're on stream and say I'm saying your name wrong, just help me out to how to say it. I'm not in the Discord. You have to do it in the stream. Let's see, Liam in P4, Scotty P5, Maddie P6, we got 19 seconds. Wooly P7, Beefy 8, good job on him there. 9th for Johnny, Tang goes 10th, Mikey 11th, Hodges 12th, Ace in 13th, not too bad. Tichy in 14th, and they make it over to Q2. Ice Stream and Ghost Rider are out for qualifying 2 sessions, so that's going to be it for qualifying 1. Hello Ace, what is up? Not bad. You kept yourself from getting eliminated from Q2, so make it over to Q3 now and impress us. Let's see what you can do. Alright, let's get our stats back on screen. There we go. Let's see who's getting out first. So I think that little bit of rain that we're expecting at the end of the race is going to be quite interesting. Even if it doesn't get to the point that they actually need to switch to the intermediate tires, it is going to cool the track down, which means traction on those tires, and those are going to be pretty worn tires. Most of them are going to be having on their car. It's going to be so much less that they're going to have to be careful with the rear end going through. Yes, I am calling you Tang. At first I used to say Tango, now I say Tang. I realize that it's a 0 and not an O. So I'm going to say, okay, I'll say Tang, and let's see if you actually do well. Alright, Scotty's heading out. Got a few more cars heading out on track right now. Johnny as well. Oh, got a line of cars getting out right now. Alright, so we're gonna just watch a few of these guys as they do go on their outlaps, and oh, it seems that Hodge is like all the way in front of everyone. He probably was the first to get out. So that Alfa Romeo driver is a little bit of a hurry to make a pretty good time here. Also, let's see what tires are these guys running on. There we go, fitted. So now we can see what tires they're running with. So we're gonna know what kind of strategy they're trying. So it looks like most of these guys are trying to get a one-stop strategy done. Of course, guys, if you guys are saying it's going to be raining down at the end of the race, you might want to take it into consideration here, which I think they are, because they're planning to do a one-stop and push those tires as much as they can and hoping to switch to intermediates for the second stop down to the end of the race. Guys running on soft doing a 2-stop is probably going to be turning into a 3-stop if they have to actually do a third stop to get onto the intermediates here. If they don't have to change the intermediates, that is, if it does get wet enough. And in some instances in Japan, it does rain quite heavily. It does come down pretty fast. So I think that's what is going to happen here. They're actually going to have some rain, and it's going to be coming down so fast that they're going to have to switch to inters within a lap or a lap and a half of it starting to rain. Hodge is beginning his lap right now. Let's follow Wooly as he goes. There is no overhead camera angle at that part of the track for some reason. As you notice, it will be switching to overhead by itself, maybe around this turn or so. Let's see. There we go. There, by that turn it does it. Ace seems to be disconnected. Come on, Ace, get back on. What's wrong with your internet today? I did see you mention something about his internet giving him issues, kicking him off and whatever. I'm gonna keep following with the Wooly right now. Got Tang on a lap in his Red Bull. Let's see where he's. Oh, Hatch does a 130.3. That's the fastest lap so far. Only lap so far. I don't think that 130 is gonna cut it here, Hatch. We've been seeing 127s, 128s. I think that's where it's at. Johnny with a 128.5. That's pretty good. Willie 128.6. Come on, Tang. Purple sector 1. Let's see what else you can do here. Gonna have to give it a 127. Even on mediums, I'll be pretty impressed to see a 127 here. Oh, and Scotty's out of the session. He crashed it. I assume he did. It's the only thing that can possibly be happening there. Not sure where his car is. I think I see where it is. I'm not sure if that's where it is for real, but we'll have, if someone goes by, we'll have a look at it. Oh, left to disqualified from the session for blocking someone, I think that was. So left disqualified from qualifying for Q2. He's not going to make it to Q3, and he did pretty well in qualifying 1. And Tang goes 127.5. Pretty impressive, Tang. I like that lap. That was pretty good. I think that's where it's at. I think that is going to earn you a spot in Q3. I don't think you even need to do any more laps. Just head on back to the pits for those mediums and conserve them as much as you can as you go back. So Johnny takes second now, 128.5. Wooly with 128.6. And we got Hodge in fifth with a 130.3. Liam with a 150. That's a horrible lap, Liam. Try better. Come on, you can do it. Still got Maddie, Tichy, Beefy, Ace, and Mr. Rage and Combi to make a lap. Oh, we got Mr. Rage. I think is probably on a lap. Let's see Maddie as well. Maddie is on a lap in that AlphaTauri. Let's see what he's gonna do. He is in sector 3, about to finish his lap very shortly in a few seconds here. Also, warm welcome to everyone who is currently joining us from the UK. If you are, good evening to you. From the US, good afternoon. As the time difference is such, and from everywhere else in the world where you are, please, I don't know what time it is for you, but welcome to the stream anyway. I do know we have a lot of guys from a lot of different countries a part of these leagues, and you know they join on a watch stream as well, but I have no idea what other countries you guys are from. So if you want to call it, if you're on stream, you want to call it out, please be found by me so I can actually mention it, that you know it's kind of a worldwide thing we do. It doesn't matter what country we're from or what part of the world exactly, you know, we all get together and we race like this, and it's a lot of fun. So let's see, Maddie did a 133.1. Oh, in 7th. Outlap. Let's see. Oh, Combi. Let's see what he's gonna do. So his teammate Lepte is out, disqualified from the session. I think he was blocking someone. I'm not sure if that was 100% correct. So we're gonna follow Combi around as he gets finished with his lap. Oh, Liam, impressive, buddy. You got a 127.6 now, 1/10 off of Tang there. So that is an impressive lap. Not that like that horrible lap you just did, a 150. I don't know where you got that from. But that is pretty good. Guarantees you a spot into Q3. Any 127s right now is going to take you into Q3. 128s, I think you guys are good. Hey Don, how are you? It is 10:51 p.m. for you. That is pretty late. And you are still up and watching, so thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Oh, and Combi takes P1 127.1. So close, 1/10 off of a 126 time there. I really wonder, I hope we can see a 126 in qualifying 3. So that was not bad at all. Scotty I think crashed out. So left of disqualified for anyone who missed that. Let's see what else we got going on. Tichy is about to begin his lap. Mikey is going on another lap. Thank you, Don. Appreciate it a lot. It's a lot of fun having all of you guys on stream and watching. I do enjoy doing this. It's a lot of fun to watch these races. I might have a Canada race or a Japan race 3 or 4 times a week for different leagues, but it's so different because all of these leagues, they have different drivers in them and they all race so differently. And you see a lot of different battles when you do compare them. So it's a lot of fun either way to watch. And Tichy goes off track. Loses it there. Gonna have to try for another lap. 6 minutes remaining in the qualifying session. He's gonna have to hurry it up. Let's see where Beefy is right now. He is about to finish a lap here, and let's see what kind of time he's about to get in. Ace is in the pits. Mr. Rage on an out lap. Ace, that is not a good spot because you haven't made a time. Beefy goes P4 128.5. Not bad. Mr. Rage begins his lap now. Let's follow him along. I know Codemasters has mentioned that they've added some new library stuff, and I don't know what the heck else they added to the game, but I did throw a few insults out to them there because they're not fixing the actual issues that we're having with the game. Especially that leaderboard is my one main issue. I've been having that since the game was released. Still gets messed up between the first few laps. Sometimes it doesn't happen now, so I think they might have tried to fix it. But I'm sorry to say they did not do a very good job. It still happens. I'm still upset about it. I'm still irritated about it. And I'm still going to keep complaining about it on stream until they fix it. Which they better do, otherwise it's gonna get worse. It makes absolutely no sense. Game costs that amount of money and has so many issues when you're playing online. They know the esports thing is a big thing that everyone does, so I don't know why they're not worried about fixing these kind of issues that we keep reporting to them. And that's a purple sector 2 for Mr. Rage, or purple sector 2. Let's see what he does. Oh, invalidates, and he was on a pretty good lap there. He's gonna have to try again. Let's go on. Tichy's probably on another lap going here now. Hopefully doesn't go off track again on this one. Definitely needs to improve that 140. Come on, Tichy, you were from a very fast league. I know you are. So you're going to have to just represent that league and just show your times here. I think you can do way better than a 140. There we go. Purple sector 2. Keep that momentum going. You can probably get into the top 5 here. Let's see where Tichy goes. His driving style is a little bit different. Oh, goes P5. Pretty good. 128.099. That is an impressive time, Tichy. Good job on that. Who else we got running? Mikey, is he running a lap? I don't think he is. That's too slow for a lap. Mr. Rage already finished there. Okay, Ace on an out lap. Maddie running another lap. Let's see where he goes. If he's going to improve on that 133.105. Come on, Maddie, you can do this. Keep on the inside. There we go. Oh, goes P4. That is more like it. Okay, 127.7. That is a pretty impressive time. Definitely guaranteed the spot into Q3 with that sort of time there. And let's see what my guy Ace is up to. He's running out lap still. Hopefully he gets up to keep that car, McLaren, into Q3 session. Hopefully. I don't know if he's going to make this. It's only going to be top 10. Scott is already out. Lept is out. Mr. Rage is going to be out because I don't think he's coming out for another lap as yet. Hasn't made a time as yet either. Neither has Ace. Ace is going to rush this up, but he has a little bit of traffic in front of him. There's a Mercedes. I think that's Mikey in front of him right now. Not sure if Mikey is holding him up in any way here. Hopefully not. I'm not 100% sure if he was on a good lap or not. And let's see where he goes. Nope, no time. Did not make a time. What happened? I thought he was on a lap. Oh, he was on an out lap? I think he was on an out lap. My bad. I thought he was about to make a time. I honestly forgot. So Combi still holding down P1 127.1, Tang holding P2 127.5, Liam in third 127.6, Maddie P4 127.7, Mikey P5 127.9, and Tichy with the first 128, then Beefy with a 128.5, Johnny with a 128.5 as well, 600 of a second off of Tichy there, Johnny, and then Wooly in 120.6 in 9th, Hodge with 130.3 in 10th. He's in a drop zone. Well, he's about to be in a drop zone. He's on an out lap, trying to improve that 130. Definitely gonna want to try and do it, because if Ace gets a time better than 130.3, he is gonna be in the top 10. And Mr. Rage is also on an out lap, so both Wooly and Hodge are gonna have to be a little bit worried if Ace and Mr. Rage can make better times than them. They're both gonna get pushed down. Or at least maybe one of them will, if Ace can make a time here better than 130.3. He's a 126, 127, 128, 29, and there he goes in P10 with a 129.5. Impressive time to save yourself here, Ace. That's going to keep you in P10 for now. Of course, we still have Hodge is now on a lap. He just began another hot lap there. So that's under threat for Ace there. Mr. Rage on an out lap right now. Let's follow along with Hodge as he goes around. So both Alfa Romeo are on out laps right now. Ace retires. He's not doing another lap or treatment. Oh, and that is Hodge into the wall. He lost it. He's done. That's going to be it. He's not going to be able to make another time. We got Mr. Rage on an out lap. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to begin his hot lap here. He's going to run out of time. He's just 2 seconds left. And I don't think anyone else is running. He goes into the pits. That's it for him. Hodge is out. Wooly's in the pits. Beefy's in the pits. Everyone else is currently in the pits. So I think that's going to be the end of qualifying 2 here, guys, at Suzuka. So we're heading straight into qualifying 3. No one else is going to be able to make a time. So it's going to be Combi in P1 for this session. Tang P2, Liam P3, Maddie P4. Tang, it actually worked, didn't it? Mikey P5, Tichy 6, Beefy 7, Johnny 8, Wooly 9th, and Ace barely making it to Q3 in 10th. I think he is making it. It should be taking the top 10 of them, shoot over to Q3. Hopefully, if it only takes 9, it's going to be too bad for him. But I think it's going to take the 10. The way the system works, however it is, it's going to take 10. So it's going to be Hodge, Scotty, Mr. Rage, and Lepta out of qualifying 3. And let's have a look at the strategy that they're going to be using. So a lot of mediums for the start of the race. Some softs. So we're going to see how this goes. We have one more qualifying session to go. It's 5 p.m. for me, so that means it's like 10 p.m. in the UK right now. I think it should be. Funny enough, I'm in the US and I stream for majority of UK leagues. So either everyone retires as they are right now, or we're just gonna have to wait for another minute and 15 seconds. So either way, guys, just to announce it, I think every single day except for Tuesdays currently, we have a league race being streamed on the channel. So keep an eye out for that. I have to make a schedule and just put it on the Facebook page, but I keep forgetting to do it. Other things keep coming up, work, other stuff. So for now, just know it's every day except for Tuesday that we have a league race. I still put it out on whenever I have the chance on the page's story or whatever that, you know, is going to be at this time or that time, whatever it is. "30 seconds to go." Okay, so just one more qualifying session to go. It's going to be 12 minutes for that session, I think. And it's going to be a very quick 12 minutes, and then we get into the formation lap and the actual race here at Suzuka. Going to be an interesting start to see how turn 1 goes, and that back straight. It's going to be interesting to see how many cars try and overtake going into the final chicane. So that is the top 10. Combi, Tang, Liam, Maddie, Mikey, Tichy, Beefy, Johnny, Wooly, and Ace making it over to Q3. Hot, Scotty, Mr. H, and Lepta are out. And that's going to be tires are starting on. So it's going to be Mikey and Tichy and Ace starting on softs. Only 3 cars are going to be starting the softs. Everyone else doing mediums. And I think the guys on the back might be trying for a medium hard strategy. And then trying to work themselves out with the little bit of rain that they're going to have at the end of the race, which I really look forward to. I do love when a race has a little bit of a rain in it, and Japan is always an interesting track to have it, so should be fun. So I guess give it a minute to load here, guys, as we get into qualifying 3. Alright guys, there we go. Qualifying 3 begins. 12 minutes counting down. Let's get our stats back on screen and have a look at who's going to get out first. So Ace, good job on making it into Q3, buddy. Let's see what you can do now. Tang, let's see if you can start on the front row for a Japanese Grand Prix here today. Who's messaging my phone? Oh, that was nothing. It was just AccuWeather. Alright, so let's see. Oh, we got a trainer. I think everyone's getting out of the pits right now. Everyone's in a hurry to get a lap in. I think Maddie's in front. So both AlphaTauris lead the pack for the opening warming laps of qualifying 3. It's only a certain amount of laps you're actually going to get to do here, guys, so they're going to have to be quick about it and have to be careful as well. This is where we're going to see some of the fastest times from these guys. Hopefully we can see a 126.8 at least from our top 2 guys here, if not our top guy alone. It'll be quite interesting to see how the rest of the session plays out. I want to see what Combi and Liam are going to do here. Alright, there he goes, begins his hot lap, first guy to begin it. Let's see what's gonna happen. There's a racing point in front of him, just came out of the pits. Hopefully he gets out of the way and doesn't interrupt the lap. I think he did. So let's see what Maddie's gonna do here. I think Maddie can make a pretty impressive time. Better make a 128 here, buddy, because it's not gonna go too well for starting grid if you go 129 or worse. I think the 128s are where it's at. I want to see what that Honda engine can do. The Honda engine has been doing pretty well for AlphaTauri for this season here for the Sunday race, so hopefully they keep that momentum going. We have Tichy coming right behind him with his hot lap as well, so we're going to have a look at them in a second, but we're going to just wait for Maddie to go across the line first. Of course, it's always going to be purple sectors if you're the first guy setting them. So let's see. Doesn't invalidate, going well. Goes 127.2. No, that is actually pretty impressive, Mandy. Good job on that. I think that's going to keep you at a good point. You might have to refer for a faster lap if we start seeing some 126. That's Stitchy with a 127.6. Beefy to 127.6 as well. So close to Titchy there. Wooly 127.685. A lot of 127s. Oh, and Johnny with a 128. Oh, Liam goes fastest, 126.5. Faster than we expected. And that's going to keep him in P1 for the moment there. Tang now in P2, 126.8. Pretty impressive from Tang in the front row so far. Let's see who else is running. Is Mikey coming? Combi might be coming across the line soon as well. Oh, he just begun his lap. Let's see. Ace is on an out lap. Probably the last guy is going to be making a lap time. Probably waiting for everyone to get out first. Let's see what this Mercedes or Mikey's can do here. Mikey's going to need a high 127. Oh, 136. That's a horrible lap, Mikey. You're going to need to improve on that one. That's not going to go too well. Well, anyway, the worst he's going to get is 10th, provided Ace and Combi can make better times. You never know what can happen in this session as Combi is going around. Invalidated. He's going to have to go again. That's not going to be too well on him here. Let's see Ace running out lap. He should be beginning his lap here. Yeah, he is beginning his lap here right now. That turn one is so hard to always get through if you're not careful about it and time it correctly. Sometimes you just want to push that car as much as you can, but you just can't do it because you're going to just risk losing the rear end or cutting a corner and going wide. Well, let's see what Ace is doing here. Don't mind us, Ace. We're just watching you take your hot lap. On board. Oh, going a little bit wide. Losing some time. Gotta keep that going. Let's see. Need a lap, at least a lap here. Worst lap right now is a 128.088. And before that is Mike with a 128.083. That's like about 7,000ths of a second within each other there. Lap times are extremely close on this qualifying tree, I gotta say. Ace, your time is a 129.4. He's gonna keep him P9 for now. That Combi still, oh, he's in the pits coming out now. Might have Mikey running a lap still. No, he's not, I don't think he's running a lap. Alright, Mike is about to, I don't know if he's going to go in the pits or if he's going to finish his lap here to try and see if he gets a faster time. Goes in the pits. I'm going to switch back to Combi here, who is going to begin his lap very shortly. Still about in sector 2 going. I'm just going to step away for just about 3 minutes, guys. Just give me a second on that as we watch Combi's car go around the track. And he will begin his hot lap here pretty shortly as he's going in sector 3 now. Alright guys, I am back. Sorry about that. Okay, so Combi went 126.3 as I was just seeing before I did put my headset back on. Combi at 126.3, that is a pretty impressive time from Combi there. Liam at the 126.5 now in P2. Tang now in P3. Not bad Tang with a 126.8. Maddie in P4 the 127.2. Wooly out of the session with a 127.4 in P5 there. Tichy 6th. 127.6. 5-2. Beefy 127.657. That is pretty impressive. Johnny with 127.4, sorry, 127.741. Mikey 128.083, and Ace out of the session right now with a 129.4. He's going to be starting in 10th. Anyway, Ace, don't have to worry about it. You can't get worse than 10th right now. Unless you're taking a grid spot penalty for something you did in qualifying, which you're not, so you're going to be good there. Not a bad starting position here at Japan. Either way, you're going to have some chances to do some overtakes. If you can get them done, you're going to have to be quick about it and just be careful. Tang in P3, you're going to have a chance. Oh, Tang goes P1 now, 126.1. Pretty impressive time for you, Tang. That is a heck of a time. Pretty insane. So that is going to be pretty good for Tang there, taking pole position for the race. Ace says he hates Japan. I used to hate this track. I kind of like it now, but I still need a lot more practice with it. So I'm actually going to do a league race with it, but I think I'll stick to just doing my streaming and commentating the races. It's so much more fun. I tell everyone I don't lose because I'm not racing. I just stick with the guys who are winning, and it's fun for me. So I don't have to worry about that. I don't have to worry about crashing out either. Alright, so I think we're just going to wait for the results table down at the end and just make sure we get this correct as to who's going to be where. But either way, some pretty impressive times from the guys here at Japan today. Gonna love to see how this race is gonna go. Don't want to speed in the pit lane there, John. You're gonna have to be careful. What time is it in Scotland there, Ace? Got a minute left to count down, or unless everyone retires. Oh, I think everyone probably did. Alright, there we go. For the start of the front row is going to be Tang and Liam, Red Bull and Renault out front, with Combi and Maddie in P3 and 4, Racing Point and AlphaTauri, Wooly and Tichy in the third row, Renault and AlphaTauri there. AlphaTauri pretty high up, both Renault pretty high up as well. Beefy and Johnny next alongside each other, Haas and Ferrari, and then the Mercedes and McLaren on the fifth row of the grid with Mikey and Ace. So not a bad starting grid for our top 10 here. Pretty impressive times, 126.1 from Tang. That is insane. Let's see how the race is going to go. I have no idea what flag Mikey has there. I don't know where that's from. Beefy, what flag did you put on? And Tichy, I don't know where your flag either. Wooly, I don't know your flag. I'm not really good with flag, guys. Sorry. Combi, I think I know what your flag is. And Tang, I'm not sure where are you from. I really have no idea where a lot of these guys are from. But I know most guys are usually from Europe. Or around Europe, somewhere. Don't worry, guys. It's fine. You don't have to say it on stream. I'm just kidding. Alright, so we're about to get started here with the Japanese Grand Prix here for PGL for their round 11th Sunday race. Should be pretty good in 27 seconds and we'll be ready to go. So let's see what Tang is going to do starting out front there. Alright guys, and they're off on the formation lap, which is the one lap everyone does, a one lap around the track before we get started on the race, just to warm up their tires and get their brakes up to temperature so we don't have any issues on the start of this race. Also, your one and only chance to actually do a practice start as we're following Tang around the Suzuka circuit here. If you want your chance to have your car go around on the stream for formation lap, you're going to have to be in pole position for that one, because usually that's what I follow. Sometimes I switch it to P2. We have Liam there in that Renault just behind. That's going to be a good challenge for Tang there. Then Combi and Maddie just behind as well. Two pretty fast guys with Wooly. I'm not sure, I haven't seen him drive before. Then Titchy I've seen drive before. Beefy I've seen drive before. Johnny, Mikey, Ace, Hot, Scotty, Mr. Rage. Lepta I haven't seen before. Ice Stream, I've seen you drive. Ghost Rider and Walker joining the session. Welcome along then, Walker. Glad to have you on the race on track. Yeah, starting in 17th, I think he's going to make up quite a few positions at the start of this race. So looking forward to seeing Walker plow through the field a little bit. Hopefully he gets up into the points. I think he's driving a Mercedes. So don't want to disappoint here today, Walker. Put a lot of pressure on you. You're going to have to produce something here, or find a new car to drive. Alright, so let's put, we're going to see the on position changes. Leave that on, leave that on, leave the map on full, and we'll be getting ready to go pretty shortly. As I said, guys, I'm not 100% in terms of how I feel today. Just I'm a little under the weather, so forgive me if I'm a little slow on commentating, or I'm a little strange on stream. I do tend to get a little bit strange when I'm not feeling well, so there is that. Alright guys, so the cars are gonna be reforming themselves on the grid now. Hold it right there, Tang. Don't go across that yellow line. Come on now. That is Combi behind him, Liam behind, right alongside him. We're just adjacent to him there. It does look like the track is vibrating. Alright, so I think we're about ready to go. We're going to stick on Liam since it gives us a better view of what's happening. That's a weird ass view. And here we go. Position changes are on your leaderboard. You'll have a look at that and they get started. Let's see if Liam gets a better start than Tang. No, he doesn't. Oh, Combi gets a way better start. Going into turn 1, no contact as yet. Oh, there might be some minor contact between that Renault and Racing Point there. Everyone seems to be okay so far. A lot of positions changing. I think Walker's already up to P11. What is he up to right now? Oh, he's going through the field like crazy. Getting past his... Oh, that's Mikey losing it. I don't know what happened there. There was contact between someone and Mikey. Walker's up to 10. Virtual safety car for that incident. That's going to have to be cleared off of track now. So Walker moving from 17 to 10. Not sure what caused that incident between Walker there. Between Mikey and someone there. I'm not sure who he was involved with that incident. So let's see what change happened. So Tang still leads the race. Combi got up to P2, got a better start than Liam, who's now down into P3. Maddie stays where he is. Beefy got up 2 positions. Titchy is right where he is. Willie lost 2 positions. Johnny is right where he is. Left is 5 positions up. Walker is 7. And then Mr. Rage is up 2 positions as well. So quite a lot of position changes. Ace lost 5 positions. What happened there on the start there, Ace? Scotty is right where he started. So let's see. They're going to change this now to tires, and let's see, that's how the strategy as they are. So it's going to be a 1-stop for most of these cars. It's going to be a 2-stop for some of them. I think we should be getting back to racing here very shortly, as that VSC should be coming to an end. They should have cleared that car off the track by now. And there we go. I think we're back racing again as they're going around the final chicane there. Let's see, a lot of positions changing here in the midfield. Someone has some issues. Someone lost some time. I think our leaderboard is getting messed up. We're on lap 2. Yeah, it is happening again. Screw you, Codemasters. Like, really? Come on, man. Are they going to get this issue fixed at some point or the other? I'm starting to get really upset about it now. Sorry, but it's been too long. The game has been out long enough. Sorry, guys. The leaderboard will be back to normal in just about half a lap or so. We're going to have to just deal with that for now. Now it's about to settle itself again. There we go. Still not fully settled as yet. Alright, so let's see what's happening out here in front. I got somehow Tichy managed to get up into P1. Tang is now running in P2. Oh, there we go. It's fixed now. Sorry, it wasn't Tichy up there. I knew something had to still be wrong. I knew we're on lap 2. So Tang still leads off of Combi with Liam just behind him. Maddie down there as well. Let's see. Lepta got up quite a few positions. Oh, he was about to get a move down on Beefy, but not enough room to go on that chicane there. Have to be careful about it. Willie up on position off of... Oh, I think something is happening down in the back there. If we're going to have a look. Oh, we got some pit stops happening down in the back. Probably some damage from incidents on that restart or from the start of the race. Maybe there, I'm not sure. But quite a few incidents, quite a few cars in the pits right now. We're going to follow along with Combi as he goes behind Tang right now. Liam's going to have to try and fight his way back up into P2 if he can. He did lose that position. So Lepta and Beefy, I think... Something between the two of them, not sure. Walker getting up. Oh, Walker's off track. He lost it. Who's behind him? Hodge coming up behind him now. Let's see if Hodge is gonna get a move down on Walker. Walker trying to defend. Hodge trying to go on the outside. Oh, almost losing the rear end. I think they're from Walker's perspective. So going around this corner here is not that easy. You're going to have to be a little bit careful. As Hodge is extremely close to Walker right now. He is going to be trying for a move here pretty soon. I don't think they have an overtake enabled back as yet. I'm not sure. Sorry, DRS I mean. The overtake is going to be used as much as they can. Hodge is trying, but he's now seems to be losing time. Oh, and Hodge is off track. Something happened. I think he lost it. Oh, he's disconnected. No, he's not. Sorry. Just went off track and got ghosted. He's now down into 11. Not sure how that exactly happened. If he just lost the rear end of the car. So we're going to go back out front between Tang and Combi right now. And we're under a safety car for some reason. I don't even know why we're under a safety car right now. This is absolutely crazy. We have quite a few pit stops being triggered because of that safety car. Johnny's now on Hornets, trying to go to the end of those. I don't know who else is going to go into the pits here. No, Tang and Combi probably are not. I'm not sure what caused the safety car. Something obviously happened on track somewhere to cause a safety car, which I absolutely can't figure out what it is because we have all cars still in the race. I don't know. I mean, one car did go off track. That was hard, but he's fine. I don't think the incident was that severe to require a safety car. I think the stewards in this race are going to have to just be replaced or something. I don't know if this is right or not. There were a lot of issues, actually, with the game yesterday with the league race, so I'm not sure if it's still happening today. Absolutely not sure why we're under a safety car, but hopefully it gets ended pretty soon. Maybe there were just multiple incidents happening where we didn't actually catch it, so maybe that's what triggered the safety car, who knows. But anyway, it's Tang still leading the race behind Combi, then Liam, Maddie, Lepton now in 5th. Walker now all the way up into 6th. He's looking good for driver of the day and getting a lot of points. Hodge in 7th, Johnny in 8th, Ice Cream is now 9th, Wooly in 10th, Scotty 11th. Tichy in 12, Ace is down to 13, Ghost Rider 14, Mr. Rage 15, and Beefy all the way down into 16. I think something happened with Beefy. He was running all the way more up in the field. He did have to do a pit stop there, going at the hard, so he's going to go to the end on those tires, provided the rain doesn't make him change again. We're just waiting for this safety car to come to an end, which is obviously not going to be on this lap, but hopefully be on lap 5. By the end of lap 5, we should be getting back to racing, going into lap 6. Actually just hoping of that right now, as Tang there looks a bit anxious. He is trying to get as close as he can to that safety car. Gonna want to be careful though. You do get a penalty if you actually hit the safety car, which you're not supposed to do, and then obviously you're gonna take some damage as well, so you want to just avoid that. So both racing points seem to be high up in the points so far. The only one Renault up there, Woolly, not a Renault, I think is down in 10th in the last point swing position. But just the start of the race, though, it's only on lap 5 of 27, so everyone's going to want to be a bit careful here with tires and cars and try not to cause any more incidents. Under the safety car, that is, I'm talking about, because we had a lot of action yesterday, actually, under safety car regulations here. So it wasn't at Japan, but still, I hope we have the remaining race not any more safety car or VSCs, because we want to see some racing happening, some overtakes. You know, that's some fun racing. So Tang's trick seems to be working. He says as long as he's called Tang in the league, he does pretty well, and he's currently leading the race. Started in pole, still leads the race. So good job, buddy. Keep leading the race if you can in that Red Bull. He's doing pretty well. He avoided getting into any incidents at the start of the race. Combi, they got an excellent start though, getting past Liam at that start of the race. Maddie there in P4 now. Lepta doing pretty well up there in P5. He was disqualified from qualifying 2 and didn't make it over to qualifying 3. Walker didn't do any qualifying, had to start at the back of the grid, got all the way up to P6. Hodge and Johnny doing pretty well there. Ice Stream in 9th, still in the points. Scotty about to get in the points if he can really get something done after the restart of this race here. Hopefully we get started before we go into lap, by the time we go into lap 6, I hope here. And there we have it. Race control says safety car is in this lap, so we're about to get back racing here as we're about to go watch what's going to happen, if we're going to have any more incidents on the restart of this race. Hopefully not, as Tang is holding up the pack there right now and allowing the safety car to go out in the distance and get back into the pit safely so we can get back to racing. And Tang will be the first guy to step on the gas and go back racing. But remember, no overtakes until they get across that white line. Ace with a 5-second penalty, severe collision with someone. That probably Ghost Rider. He's going to have to be careful. That's not something you want to do. As we're back racing now, let's see how turn 1 is going to go with these guys here. Oh, Johnny already getting past. What kind of angle are we getting here? Oh, we got Combi extremely close to Tang right now. Battle is getting pretty heated out in front. We got Haj getting very close there to Johnny now as well. Oh, I think an overtake is happening. Ferrari off track. I think that's, I'm not sure who that is. Oh, that's Johnny. Definitely has to be Johnny as he's falling down the order right now. He is... Oh, I think we're good. We just yellow flags. Oh, there's an Alfa Romeo off the track there now too. I think that's, I'm sure that's Haj. Maybe? I have absolutely no idea who that was. Let's get back out the front here in the midfield. Let's see, Walker is pretty close to Lepta right now. He's going to try and get past him pretty soon. Lap 6 running here. So Rage, Mr. Rage is out of the race. It was his Ferrari, I think, that had that issue there. So he is currently out of the session. 15 drivers remaining now for the Japanese Grand Prix here today. Always an exciting race here at Suzuka Circuit. So let's see if Walker is going to get something done along this straight. He looks to be getting it. Losing that slipstream. He's pushing it on left here. Left is going to have to defend. Taking it on the outside. Let's see if he gets it done. They're both going into the chicane at the same time. Walker seems to be coming out of it at a better angle. He does get a move done. Now going to chase down Maddie for P4 and get all the way up. Left is still just behind though. Not sure if he's going to try and move into turn 1 on Walker. Let's see if he's going to get this done. He might be thinking about a gap here. No, this blocked off. Definitely nowhere for him to go right now. He's going to have to hold it there in P6. Now Racing Point fighting it though, but it's not getting a good grasp of it. We got Combi, yes, like half a second behind Tang. Tang is under some serious pressure right now from Combi in that Racing Point. So Racing Point guys trying to really get some points in this race. Of course, Walker in that Mercedes got way up there in P5 now. Tang running his Red Bull out in front. He's leading or keeps leading this race. Trying to prevent Combi from getting close to him, but Combi seems to be breaking the gap down to 0.3 of a second. And then it just goes back up again. So it's going to be an on and off battle happening out in front here. Quite a few close gaps we have right now on track, but the biggest battle I think I'm following out front between Tang and Combi. 0.3 of a second. It is still again as they go down this straight. Let's follow along with Combi now, see how close he can get to Tang. Tang getting on the grass a little bit, trying. Oh, he might have lost some time. Combi might be trying to... Oh, Tang is trying to place his car correctly to prevent Combi from getting a move done. Let's see, this might be continue on into turn 1 now. He's using overtake, taking it off. DRS is now enabled, so Combi is going to now get assistance of DRS to help him to try and get past Tang there. But Tang driving excellently out front. Great car placement from him to keep Combi behind and from finding a gap to go on. Oh, I got Beefy very close to Johnny there. Beefy already worked his way back up to 11. He's trying to get back into the points right now, as this battle is getting pretty heated between Combi and Tang right now. 0.2 of a second as that Racing Point chases down the Red Bull. This is either going to end excellently or end very badly between the two of them, because they're fighting it pretty hard. I don't know how much more Combi can push, and then Tang is pushing out front. Both of them driving on the exact same strategy right now for a one-stop. It's all going to be about who's about to go into the pits first when that time comes for pit stops. Oh, and how to the 3-second penalty from multiple warnings. We haven't seen too many penalties dished out to this race so far, but we have seen quite a few, and it is going to affect performance down at the end of the race. And we're going to follow on with Walker now. He's chasing down Maddie now. Let's see how that battle goes, as I think there's going to be something happening here pretty shortly as Walker has his overtake on. Tries to use the slipstream off of Maddie, getting close to him. It might be getting done pretty shortly. Get the purple sector on that, going side by side. Oh, and pushes Maddie just a little bit off track, but they're fighting it for that position. Goes past in the final chicane, coming around, going down to the pit straight now. I think Maddie is still finding it back though. He's trying to get him. No DRS. He's gonna have to just use overtake and use the slipstream, trying to get him into turn 1. If he does get a gap to go on here, let's see what's gonna happen. No, Maddie's not gonna have it here. Tichy with the fastest lap, 130.3. Excellent lap for him so far. Going back to Combi and Tang out front, 0.3 of a second. That gap still is. I see Tichy has gotten very close to Scotty there as well. Let's see what's happening down there. Oh, and they're fighting it. It's an AlphaTauri and a Ferrari fighting it out back here for P9. Oh, Beefy just got up. He just gained a position, so Scotty and Tichy fighting for P8, not P9, and they got Woody, I think, just in front of them. Yep, they do. Ice Cream with a 3-second penalty there now. I got decent amount of playback views on the stream this week. Hopefully we can get it more. Okay, let's see what's happening. So Gap getting very close out back in front between Combi and Tang, going on the very long straight. Let's see if Combi can get this done using the slipstream right behind Tang. Gonna try and go alongside him. They're gonna fight it into the final chicane. Let's see who goes. Oh, Tang seems to get it. Trying to block off Combi from taking it on the inside. He does get the move done, keeping it clean for now. Walker has a 3-second penalty, trying to fight his way. I think Combi is coming back. There he might be trying for a gap on turn 1. Tang is going to have to place his car pretty well for this one here. I think that was pretty well done. Combi and Tang fighting it out for the lead of the race. This is going to go on to the pit stops. This is going to be all about which pit crew is faster on those pit stops there. Let's see how that's going to play out. For an undercut or overcut, I'm not sure which one is going to be here. Who's going to go into the pits first? I think it's all about that. I got Tichy getting very close to someone there a second there. Losing some time back, I think. Oh, and we got Wooly getting very close to Scotty. Oh, Scotty seems to get a little bit off with the rear end there. Gonna have to be careful. Yellow flag in sector 3. Oh, and Johnny's out. Johnny is out. I'm not sure what happened to Johnny there. Let's see if we can see his car on track. No, I think we're going to see it. It's already gone. I don't know if that's going to trigger a safety car again or not. It doesn't seem like it's going to be yours. There's yellow flags. You're probably off track enough. So we're still racing. Tang and Combi again going into this chicane once more. Combi not getting a gap to go on here. He's going to have to be careful to avoid penalties, as well as Tang going to have to try and do the same in terms of defending himself. And Combi is trying everything, using overtake, using DRS, and just not finding the gap to go on. Oh, they're going side by side again. Into turn 1 we go. Tang has the inside, does get it done better. Seems to hold it true. And yep, he does. Walker is getting up here for this battle here pretty soon, with Mandy just behind Walker chasing him down now. Let's see who else is close together. We got Wooly not far behind Scotty. But I think this battle out front is the most heated battle we got on track with Tang and Combi. They're just chasing. Combi is not giving up. And he's really saving that overtake and trying to use it well. And excellent strategy from him in terms of braking just behind Tang so that they don't collide and not have a major incident. Because if these two will get into it, it's definitely going to be a safety car for the on this race here again. Oh, Combi locking up just a little bit. So Racing Point and Red Bull having an excellent battle on track here today. As Maddie still is less than a second behind Walker, just getting closer now. Let's see. Oh, not going to be close enough on this occasion to try and move here. I don't think so. He is saving that overtake for a very special move here, I think. I think he's getting a better go on that chicane than Tang is. Has his DRS, going to use overtake. The pit window is now open. Oh, Tang is under severe pressure here now. He's going to have to defend. Let's see. Combi is going on the inside. Oh, they're going wheel to wheel out of it. Turn 1. Oh, and Combi off track, but catches it back. I think Liam is going to catch him and get past now, though. Oh, that move cost him just a little bit, putting himself under a lot of pressure from Liam now to get. Liam's going to catch him and try to get past now. So now it's going to be a battle between Renault and that Racing Point. Tang is going to try to build himself a lead out front. Walker getting penalties. He's going to want to be careful about these penalties that are really going to affect him. So let's see what everyone else is currently doing. We got Walker in P4, Maddie in P5, Lept in P6. Scotty up into P7, up into the points. Good job on Scotty for getting there. Wooly in 8th now. Tichy in 9th. Less than a second behind Wooly, trying to catch him right now. Alright, Don, you have a good night as well, buddy. Thanks for joining us. And let's see who is after Tichy. We have Beefy, 4 seconds behind in 10th. He's trying to get up into more into the points there as well. He's only 10th right now. Ice Cream 23 seconds behind everyone else. Ace another 9 seconds. Hodge is 13th with 1.9 seconds behind Ace. And Ghost Rider in 14th. Johnny, Rage, and Mikey are out of the race. Gaps are now building out front. Tang is 1.3 seconds off the lead of Combi there. The Combi now 1.1 seconds away from Liam. Walker is now over a second. He's going to have to try and break the gap down under a second now. Mandy trying to break his gap under a second right now as well, behind himself and Walker. And that AlphaTauri has some serious space. It's definitely going to be catching Walker in that Mercedes. Oh, Tichy and Wooly going at it. I think Tichy just got past Wooly there. We did miss that move. Barely caught it as we got to them. Oh, they're still going. Oh, I think that was Tichy getting off track just a little bit there. He still chases Wooly around right now. Oh, gap is under a second between Combi and Tang now. So that's going to be a battle happening again pretty soon. Oh, and Beefy is out. Beefy is out. We have a VSC. Not sure what happened to Beefy, but he is out of the race. I don't think he's going to be happy about this. Leapt under a second. Oh, gap is on half a second between Tang and Combi, but they're under VSC, so absolutely no overtaking right now. We're on lap 13 of 27, so just about halfway through the race now. And I think this is probably our second VSC, and we have one safety car, if I do recall that correctly. Alright, so that is Tang into the pits. Combi stays out. And let's see what Tang is going to go on. He's going on to the soft. That's an excellent strategy. He's going to have so much more pace on those fresh soft tires. And I think definitely they're going to be able to last to the end of the race. Especially if we're going to have some rain down at the end. You definitely want to be on those softs. So Tang, let's see where he's going to come back of the pits. Walker just in the pits behind him coming out there as well. These two on some excellent strategy. I don't know how well that strategy is working out for Combi and Liam and Maddie out front, and Lepta as well. Scotty on the hards. He's trying to go all the way to the end on those. Hopefully switch to softs if he can, or maybe inters at the end. I don't know if he can do another pit stop or not. But we got Tang now in 8th, Walker in behind him in 9th, Ice Cream a whole minute behind in 10th. So everyone in front of Tang now needs to pit at some point or the other. I'm not sure about Scotty running on those 10-lap old hards, if he's going to go all the way to the end. It is possible to push those hards all the way to the end, but it's going to be up to him with how much grip he's going to have. And we're back racing again, so let's see how the gaps are going to be. We got Tichy half a second behind Wooly right now. He's chasing him down again. It's going to be a close gap between Tang and Tichy as well. Oh, definitely Tang's getting in on this battle as he's coming around here as well. We're going to follow them as they go. Walker chasing down Tang 1.4 seconds behind as they both came out of the pits there. So Tang used that VSC to his advantage and took his pit stop. He definitely saved some time, I think. And Tichy is getting extremely close. Tang getting very close as well to Tichy here. So this is a three-way battle going on. They know that Tichy has to pit, and they're still gonna be finding him on this. Let's see how it goes. Oh, well, I know someone's getting past. Tichy gets past Wooly now. I think Tang is trying to get past as well. Oh, and Tang goes off track. I don't know if he took any damage from that. Doesn't look like he did, but he did lose it and went off track. Walker is now ahead of him. That's gonna hurt his race definitely here today. He was running so well there, Tang. Now he's in 9th behind Walker, 4.3 seconds behind Walker. I think he has the pace to catch up to Walker though. So Walker now less than half a second behind Wooly, and Wooly is trying to chase down Tichy. So let's see, Walker is going to try and get this move done. Oh, there he goes, gets it done. He's now right behind Tichy. He's going to find Tichy for P6 and then work his way up the field here. I'm going to follow along with Walker as he goes, and he's going to go past Tichy right. Oh, this is not a good part to overtake. I've tried this on a race before. It doesn't go too well. He's going to want to hold it until this section here. And I think we're starting to lose track temperature. It does seem to be starting to rain. So the guys holding out in front seem to be on a better strategy now if they're going to have to switch over to intermediate tires for the rest of the race. This is going to be a quick play on a lot of guys here. It does seem to start to be drizzling a bit, which is going to change track temperature. Definitely dropping as we see. Walker is losing grip. Tang lost his grip as well on the rear ends and went off track a bit. So that's definitely what's happening here right now. The rain is affecting the race because of track temperature dropping. A lot of the guys are now going to have to be so much more careful, especially if you don't know how to drive too well in the wet. So we got 13 drivers remaining. Let's see what's going to happen. This is going to be triggering some more pit stop very shortly here, as the guys running on 15-lap or medium out front are going to be doing a one-stop going straight onto the inters if they do have to change for it. But we have to see how wet it's going to get and how fast it's going to get wet. But I think at least by lap 18 or 19, if it does get wet enough, they're going to have to switch on to the inters and finish the race on those tires. And let's see, it's still drizzling, minor drizzles for now. Of course, we have to think about track temperature here and wonder what exactly is going to happen in terms of how much grip they're going to have. As we see Woody slowing down a little more than usually you would. Oh, he has Tang behind him, fighting him for a position here. Tang is going to want to be careful not to lose grip on this track as he goes around, gets it done comfortably before getting to this section of the track, which is very hard to overtake, especially without cutting the track there. Tang is going to want to be extra careful with those tires now as they are losing temperature. He does have a lot of grip on them still, but they're going to be using a lot of temperature. Oh, and Walker and Tichy fighting it out. Oh, Walker trying to go on the outside. Oh, tapping Tichy's car. Definitely a lot of contact between the two of them as they fight it into turn one. Walker seems to get the better exit. And there we go. Walker goes ahead. Tichy still chasing him down though. A close gap between Hodge and Ace right now. These two fighting it out at the back for the final points paying position. Ace is going to have to fight it hard to keep that P10. Just about 10 laps remaining here now, as we're about to see some rain start up, which we're actually looking forward to. Oh, Hodge is getting pretty close to Ace's McLaren. Half a second that gap is right now. He's going to want to be careful about this. Getting very close. Let's see if you're going to have DRS on this occasion. Oh, Ace pits. Let's see what Ace is going on in terms of tires here. Oh, he looks like he's going on to the inters already. I don't know. I feel like it's a lap too early. But I see drizzle starting to come a little bit more than usual right now. So it might be a fair play from him here. And if he's the first guy to go on the inters, that might actually help his chances in this race. Let's see how that goes for him. How much grip he's actually going to have. Alright, so it is coming down significantly now. So I think by the end of this lap, of lap 18 going to 19, these guys are going to need inters. And we're going to start to see some pit stops happening out front. He's lost some time. He's down into 12, but I think he's going to be able to gain back that 10 position, with everyone else having to pit for the intermediate tires here pretty soon, as we're going to follow along with Tichy as he's close to Tang right now, still chasing him down. Tang already got past him. Walker up in front of Tang there, 1.6 second that gap is. Tang is going to have to do something about Walker here. I mean, Walker started all the way at the back. If he's challenging for a pole position of the race, that's going to be pretty interesting for him. Oh, someone is off track. That was a McLaren. I'm not sure if that was Ace. Yeah, it was. So those inters are not doing too well for him on this lap. Hopefully he didn't take any damage on that occasion there. But it is getting pretty wet now. I think they're going to need the inters very shortly here, at maybe by the end of this lap. I think by the end of this lap was the correct time for to pit for the intermediate tires here, because it is now getting very wet. You're definitely going to lose grip on the dry compound tires here. You're not going to be able to drive with them with sufficient grip for longer. Does seem fine for the moment. But let's see if we're going to have some pit stops happening, or the guys are going to choose to go in on the next lap. I'm not sure. Nope, they're going one more lap with it. They think they can make it another lap. So let's see if that's actually true or not. They might actually be able to do it, as Ace gets a 3-second penalty. I knew that happened there. He did pit a little bit too early. It was either going to be this lap or the next lap to pit for the intermediate tires. He did take a gamble on it, and I'm not sure. Oh, that's another car out of the race. Maybe their Ghost Rider going into the wall. He's out of the session. He's losing grip. Oh, and it's between Walker, Scotty, and Tang here right now. And we have a safety car for that incident. This is going to trigger the pit stops for the intermediate tires. Definitely now they're going to want to be going in to do that. I'm quite sure that's going to happen. This might be what they were just waiting for, was for a safety car to happen so they can just get a free pit stop here. And that's exactly what's about to happen. Combi, Liam, all those guys up front, they're going to have to pit. Now, those mediums are 18 laps old. They're not going to do too much more on them. They're definitely going to have to be pitting. Let's see how the rain is. It hasn't come down as hard as I would expect it to by now, but it does seem to be pretty significant in order to need the intermediates, but I'm not sure. It might be still possible for them to finish this race on whatever tires they're running on, except for the inters. Let's see what's happening with Ace down at the back. I'm not sure if he has sufficient grip as yet. But let's see what's happening. No, the guys are still using dry tires. So the rain hasn't come down that too much. Let's see who's switching. Oh no, some of these guys are switching to inters. I think it's time for intermediate tires here, I'll be honest with you. It's going to definitely get more and more wet as we get down to the end of the race. So anyone who switched to softs are going to have some problems. Combi switch on to softs. I don't know how well that's going to work. The rain seems to be coming down more and more, and it's going to be cooling down the track even more. Those soft tires are not going to be having enough grip as we're still going to be following under the safety car right now. Combi leading out front. He's running on softs though. I'm not sure how well of a strategy this is going to be for him. Sorry, Combi leading. Scotty is second on hards. Hasn't pitted back as yet. Let's see if he's going to pit on this occasion. Ice Stream is a lap car between them there. Tang in third. Tichy in fourth. Liam in fifth. Let's see who and who is going to be switching. Few guys are taking the chances with the softs, and a few of them have taken the chances with the inters. I feel like it's time for the intermediate tires on this lap here, lap 20 itself, because of that safety car. I don't know how many of these guys are going to take the chance with it, or if they're really going to want to finish the race on the soft tires. I think it's a half and half situation at the moment, so it's quite a difficult decision for drivers right now to decide if they're going to keep on going with dry tires or they're going to go on to the intermediates. The rain hasn't come down as hard as we would have expected it to, but still, you gotta just think about strategy under a safety car pit stop when you're doing it. If you're gonna be needing the inters down by the next 2 laps, you might want to take them from now. And that's hard, a 3-second penalty there. We're still under safety car, so no overtaking for now. We're gonna go back out front. I have 1, 2, 3 cars running on inters, few on hards, few on softs, 1 on medium. This is going to be an interesting restart to a race when we get started, because definitely the tires with the most traction and grip here are going to have it and give you such an advantage. If this track is not wet enough for inters, then Combi has made an excellent play on strategy, and Liam is going to have to rethink what he just did with the inters, but I don't know. It's all up to the drivers right now to see who's handling the tires better. If he's having enough traction with them around the turns at the moment, I'm not sure. I think it's still half and half. It's just so hard to decide. Do you actually go on to the inters or do you stay on your dry tires? It's fair play at the moment. Let's see what's going to be working best for these guys. We should be coming down to the end of the safety car here pretty shortly here at Japan. So it's been a pretty exciting race here this afternoon. Alright guys, so still running on the safety car. We're lap 21 right now. We're going to be going into lap 22 pretty shortly. I haven't noticed the graphic for safety car in this lap as yet. And Tang has been disconnected from the session. Hopefully he gets back on before we get going again, because his car is now going to be ghosted. I don't think the ghosted car is going to drive that well, as he usually does. But we're going to go another lap on the safety car, so hopefully he's able to get on back before the end of this safety car. I think this is going to be our last lap under the safety car here though. Let's see how the rain is coming down. I mean, it seemed to be drizzling a decent amount, but this seems to be an amount that you can actually still drive with in the dry tires. And you can actually still probably do it in the wet tires. I'm not sure. Let's see. Walker went to inters. Is he coming out on inters right now? Yes, he is. See, he probably thinks the track is wet enough to go on those. Yeah, he does. Liam is on the inters. Hodge is on the inters. Ace has switched back to mediums now. I don't know, Ace. Let's see what's gonna happen. Scotty is on hards, 18 laps old. He's really gonna have to push those tires to get to the end of the race on them. Combi is still on his softs. And then Tichy, mediums, 19 laps old. Not even sure if that graphic is correct. We do have issues with that sometimes, so well, let's see how the rest of the race goes, guys. I'm not sure what strategy is best right now in terms of the race, but I think my first option coming to my head under that safety car would have been to pit for intermediate tires. And then hope by the time we get to the end of the safety car, it's wet enough for the intermediate tires. I think that's what the best strategy would have been, because it does seem to be coming down a little bit more than before. So I think it's about time for those inters. I think that's the one thing you actually have to hope for. You go to the intermediate tires at the start of a safety car, and by the end of the safety car you can actually get a pretty decent grip, because it's time for wets. Well, let's see. Are we going back racing here or no? Haven't seen the graphic as yet. Oh, there we have it. Safety car is in this lap. We're going to have about 5 laps more of racing here at Suzuka Circuit for the Japanese Grand Prix here with PGL. I assume with a 5-second penalty, severe collision with Hodge. Guys, you're going to want to be careful on those. So we have Liam, we have Walker, Hodge. I'll think it's time for the intermediate tires. Everyone else seems to think it's dry enough. We can still finish this race on dry tires. Remember, guys, if the track gets too wet in the last 2 laps, it's going to cause some serious problems for the guys running out front. But they seem to have some decent grip as they're about to get back racing here. Now let's see how much grip they actually have. Oh, and Liam has better grip, getting past Tichy there already, who's on very old tires, I think. Oh, he seems to be having pretty decent grip. He's going pretty well. Let's see what's happening out front with Combi here. Oh, we have quite a few pit stops happening. As I said, these guys should have pitted for the intermediate tires at the start of the safety car, because you don't have to drive that fast, and then just by the end of the safety car, it's going to get wet enough, and you can finish your race on your inters. Now we have Tichy still has to pit. Got Scotty got to pit. Combi's going to have to pit. Let's see how much grip he has going on board with Combi right now. He seems to be driving pretty well. It is dry. Trying to brake early though, trying to avoid any incidents here. Has Liam Liam is going side by side with him now, going past him. Liam takes over the lead of the Japanese Grand Prix here today. He is going to be holding pole position for the time being, as Walker and Hodge are about to get out in front of him there as well. Hodge was way down in the leaderboard. Now he's all the way up there, doing pretty well. So Combi, bad play on strategy for him. He's going to have to take it easy until he gets into the pits. I don't know how far down he's going to be going when he gets there. Oh, there goes Walker getting past him now. Who else has a close gap? We got Tang and Maddie fighting it out. And it is getting more and more wet as we continue go down to the end of the race here. So now we got Liam and Walker out in front fighting it. I'm going to follow along with Tang and Lepta and Maddie as they go for it here, all on inters. We got Combi in the pits now. So everyone else who's on the dry tires are now in the pits, and it's definitely wet enough for the inters now, as we see the rain coming down more and more, which was the right play. At the start of that safety car was the correct time to pit for your intermediate tires. So whoever took that chance is now... Oh, he's serving a penalty there, Tichy. Let's get back out in front where Walker is 1.3 seconds behind Liam now. Oh, we got Tang very close to Maddie here now. Let's see if Tang can get something done. Tang started in P1, now running P5. Getting down to the end of the race. Liam started, I think, was P2 or P3, was it? No, he started, I think, P3 and got up to P2, and then now has fought his way back up into P1 with excellent play of strategy on the tires. I had a feeling this rain was going to come into some advantage for some of these guys. To see the end of the Japanese Grand Prix here today for PGL. We should be on at least 3 more laps to go, I think. Alright, so let's get back into it. Let's see who Ghost Rider is disconnected. Oh yeah, so the 11 drivers left in the race. Let's see, Tang is running in P5. Let's see who has a close gap. Liam. Oh, Liam and Walker are chasing each other out front. Let's see if Walker can get a move done off of Liam in wet conditions, that is now. They're going to have to be super careful. Walker is a pretty good driver. Liam is going to have to try and defend against him to keep the lead of the race to finish on pole. If he can do it, let's see. Conditions are not the best right now. It's very hard to see when you're driving just behind. As we can see from Walker's view here right now, getting that close to Liam, it gets a bit blurry. You have to really know the track and know your braking points, especially in the wet, because your braking points do change when you're driving on a wet track compared to when you're driving on a dry track. Oh, gets a better exit. Oh, goes a bit wide though. He might, I don't know if he's going to push it. No, not going to push it into this final chicane. As they're about to go across the line, going to lap 26. Half a second that gap is right now. Hodge running in P3. Oh, he's got Tang right behind him now. So Tang chasing down Maddie. Walker chasing down Liam. Let's see what other gaps we got going here. I still see some debris on track. It's not good. Gap out front is still under a second, so we're still going to keep an eye on that as we go around. Ice Cream is going to be the only car not getting points in this race unless he can actually... Oh, he's a lap down, so he's going to be pretty hard. Wooly is going to be pretty safe there. He can finish the race in P10. And here has gotten significantly wet in the race, so we're going to be finishing on the intermediate tires here. It's very short, we're going to be entering into lap 27, the final lap of the Japanese Grand Prix here today. Tang really working hard and chasing down Maddie. It's going to be pretty hard to get an overtake done here though. Going a little bit wide, going to want to be careful of that. So currently in P5, not a bad position. Combi gone down to P7 now. Following on board with Tang. I'm going to switch back to Walker in just a second to see how he's going out in front. Oh, getting very close to Maddie there now. Not close enough on the pit straight to get anything done. Okay, so this race has been quite an exciting one, coming all the way down. We're going to follow with Liam and Walker as they go around for their final lap right now. Walker chasing down Liam in that Renault, so it's going to be a Renault, then a Mercedes, and then Alfa Romeo for a podium. If it goes this way, Walker is trying to go on the outside of Liam, but just a little bit too far behind. Still going to chase him down here. As I said, oh, that's not a good that's what usually happens when you try to overtake there. It's not a good overtaking opportunity. He gets back on track, gets going again. It is a final lap of the race. He did try it. Hodge is 19 seconds behind him, so he has enough time to try it as long as he doesn't DNF the session. So that puts Liam now in a safe spot with 4 seconds in front of him, going through the final sector of the track here, as he should be able to come across safely and take pole position for the race. Walker did put up a pretty good battle there though. Oh, Tang got past of Hodge there. Let's keep on Liam as he goes across the line in P1. Walker comes across for P2. Maddie's coming across for P3 here. And I think Tang and Maddie are fighting it out. Can't be with a 3-second penalty. Not something you want to get on the last lap of the race. Let's see between Maddie and Tang who gets it. Maddie goes P3. Oh, Tang gets pushed down. Lepta goes up to P4. Tang goes P5. Combi goes P6. Hodge goes P7. Scotty goes, he's going to go P8. So finishing the race here in Japan in the wet can't say that hasn't been exciting for us. As we have Scotty coming around there now for the finish line. Let's see if he's going to go 8, getting some points for Ferrari there. Goes 8. Tichy comes around for AlphaTauri to get 9th. Wooly is coming across to get 10th. And there he goes in 10th. And we got... Tichy goes down to 10th. Wooly goes into 9th. Penalties again in play. And our final driver coming around is Ice Cream, who's going to be in 11th in that Haas. Congratulations, he still finishes this race. Ace, Ghost Rider, Beefy, Johnny, Mr. Rage, and Mikey all out of the race. So there we have it, guys. That is the finish of the Japanese Grand Prix here today for PGL round 11 for the Sunday race. We're just gonna wait for that final table to come up. And there we go. Driver of the day goes to Walker. Congratulations to Walker. I can't say he doesn't deserve it. He did drive an excellent race today, driving all the way from P17 to get all the way up there into, I think it was P3 for him. Or P2, no, sorry, I think it was P2. Because he was finding it out front. Alright, so let's see, we have it here now. Alright, there he is, he is second. So Liam takes 4th position. And Walker goes second with 130.5, so not bad. So he gains 17 positions. Walker gets P2 and Warp Driver of the day. Maddie goes P3, Lepta goes P4, Tang goes P5, still an excellent finisher, buddy. Combi goes P6, Hart 7, Scotty 8, Wooly 9, Tichy goes 10th, last points being position. Ice Stream finishes the race in 11th. Ace 12 didn't finish. Ghost Rider did not finish. 13, Beefy didn't get to finish either in 14, Johnny in 15, Mr. Ray 16, Mikey in 17. And that is it for the Japanese Grand Prix here today with PGL. Thank you guys for joining us. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe. We have league races every single day with a different league, except for Tuesdays currently. I don't know if I'm going to fill that one as yet, but for the time being, that is it. We'll see you guys. I think tomorrow is Monday. I get days mixed up right now. So we'll see you guys tomorrow for Sly Dog Racing League for both their Tier 1 and Tier 2 race. It should be on at, I think, 2 p.m. CST, 3 p.m. EST, and it will be 8 p.m. BST. So that's going to be the time for that. Thank you guys for joining us.